Hello and welcome to the bonus iPad week class. And today I'm going to share with you how to make your own custom stamp. So while people are popping on, I am going to remind you that if you're watching this class right now, you're either in my lettering tribe or you signed up for the Procreate Fun for Beginners course, which you're going to love. You're going to love it. I just want to give you a couple tips. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to show you that this is where you'll go to my website to sign up, to log in. And at the very top, you can see my mouse up here. Over here, there's a little circle and you'll log in there. And the first time, let's see what happens. The first time you do it, it's going to have you log in with your password. Why didn't it work? Hold on. Okay. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to go to my library. That's what this is right here. Hello, Karen. I'm so glad. And then you won't have all these things in your cart. These are just all the classes that I have, but you will have, let me show you on page 2, Procreate Fun for Beginners. Okay. You'll have that, and you'll also have the Shine Bright Vault. So if you log into this one, it's going to take you to all the basics of learning Procreate, step by step, very slow, easy for you to pause and stop and do what I do, and then play and then pause and then play, like that. Then you have 5 projects that I'm going to have you do. And this is the bonus iPad week from last year. If you want to, you can. I know it's small. I wish I could make the screen bigger, but it won't go any bigger on there. Okay. And then right here, Shine Bright Vault, when you click on that one, you have access to all of this, but down at the bottom is the big 100 classes. So if you click on Devos and Doodles, then all of these are classes for long ways. And when you get to the end of it, it's not done. You go to show more, and then you'll get more classes. Anyway, hopefully that'll help you a little bit with navigating things, but we're always just an email away. Yeah. So I'm excited you're here. Yay. Oh, Vicki, you feel like you're behind? Oh, you can catch up. You can catch up. And since you're in this group right here, you get access as long as you're, a member, or I don't remember if you're in the tribe or not. If you're in the tribe, you have access as long as you're in the tribe. But if you are in the Procreate Fun for Beginners, you'll have access to it in there too. So either way. My eyesight is diminishing too. It's terrible. Vicki, if you're in my tribe, you get the ABC Bible verses too. Yes. Okay. Not in tribe. Oh, outright purchase. I don't have them outside of that for purchase right now. But possibly. Okay, let's get started on what we're going to do today. So we're going to start with a 12 by 12. No, I'm sorry. We're going to start with a square canvas, and I've already gotten that ready right here. And what my goal is for us to make a digital stamp. So you can make a signature for the back of your cards or whatever you want to put it on. So these all have my little signature on the back. And that just makes it extra special when you give it to someone. And you don't want a naked back of the card. You want it to be cute everywhere. And these are so basic, but you could color this in. You could make it look a lot cuter than that. So I'm going to show you some that I made that we can look over. One is, my initials. Super easy. Another one is the one I showed you. And it's just with a tap of a button. This one I wanted to show you because I didn't hand letter it. I used the text feature, and I'll show you how to do that because some of you may not love your writing or just want to try something different. Here is another one I made. Here's another one with the owl that I just love so much right now. And then I also love this bee. And I think those are just all would be really cute on the back of a signature card for your signature. So how do we do that? Well, it's got a lot of steps, but if you follow me, and I will teach you how to do it. So I would just watch me first so you don't get lost in it, okay? But I am going to, and then you can always watch the replay, but I'll do it twice. The first time, watch me, okay? So just to show you, let me get a regular brush. Think about what you want to do. So say you want your name, and then you want a cute little doodle with it to add just a little whimsy. So you want to take your time and write your name, you know, really pretty, because once you get it done, it's done, and then you don't have to rewrite it again. So take your time, and then decide if you want to put something with it, like a heart or something like that. I'm going to go to my stamps. Since I've got the stamps, it's so fun to use them. And then I'm going to go to the Be Creative, and I'm going to go to one of the bumblebees in here. I'll go to this one, and let's see, make sure I have a new layer and see how big he is. He's really big. Let me turn him down, and I'm going to tap him right there, and that would be a super cute signature. I don't remember, Patricia, about that or not. But I can show you. I can show you here. Okay, but remind me at the end of class, because I want to make sure to not, like, I don't want to miss any steps here. I want to make sure that we're focused on this. But at the end, y'all write down questions, so at the end of class I can answer those questions, if that's helpful. Okay, so now I've got what I want my stamp to look like. Okay, it's got a white background. It does need to have a background. It's got everything I want, except I'm looking at my lettering and it's a little bit crooked, which, you know, it's whimsical and fun, but since I can change that, I think I'm going to. So I'm just going to select and straighten it out just a little bit more, like that. Yeah, I like that better. Even though it's a bounced lettering, it's not perfect. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, remember, watch me this time. I'm going to take the wrench and I'm going to copy canvas. Okay, so now I've got it copied. Now I'm going to go to the brush library, and I am going to hit this plus sign and create new brush. So this is just like a basic brush. There's nothing to it. It's just a basic brush. We're going to turn this into a stamp. How do we do that? We are going to go down to shape, and remember I copied it. Then I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to import it and paste. And there it is. Then, again, watch me. Two finger tap. We want it to be black. And then we're going to have to check this up here, or it won't stay. So check that. So now this is what I've got for my stamp. Now that's not what we want either, right? So we've got to do a couple things. Go to stroke path. Then I'm going to make the spacing go apart. See what it's doing? It's spacing it out. Still really small. So I'm going to change the size of it. I'm going to go down to properties and go to maximum size. And the other thing is, the opacity is too light. So I'm going to go to Apple Pencil, and I'm going to turn the opacity all the way down, so we don't have to mess with that. And then you have to check it. Now let's see if it worked. Get rid of this one. Oops, new layer. And there it works. Okay. So that's a lot of steps. But again, you've got the replay. You can go back and do it step by step by step. I'm going to do it one more time here, but you may not get it like automatically. So this time, what I'm going to do is teach you how to use the text feature, just in case you want to, do it with text. So what I'll do is I'll take the wrench, and I'm going to add text right here under add. All right. And now I've got this box right here. I'll make it bigger so you can see. I didn't make it that much bigger. Here we go. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to pull this down in the center, and I want to edit it. So I'm going to tap on the layer and click edit text. There's different ways to do this, but this is the way I went about it right now. Edit style. Okay, so what I have right now is the one that is it's called Party LET, I think. Let's say I want to change it to Smiley Sands. Okay, and then I want the size to be bigger, but let's go ahead and type in what we want it to say. So I'm going to go to the keyboard. What happened to the keyboard? Uh-oh. Edit again, sorry, edit text. I'm going to tap on it to see. There we go. So I can delete, and then type in what you want it to say. Return. And maybe you don't like that font. You want to try a different font. So let's do that again. Now, I don't think it's going to change the font unless I highlight it. So I'm going to double tap it and then change. There we go. Now it's going to change to different ones to go. Let's see, just keep trying different ones. See which one we like. Okay, just for fun, we'll do this one, and I'm going to hit the check mark when I'm done. So there's that. And then just say you want to do some kind of little, let me go back to my regular brush. Where is it? There it is. Some kind of doodle. What am I doing? Oh, I need to add a layer, sorry. Some kind of doodle with it, like that. So now pretend like you got it just like you want it. And you want to make a stamp out of this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the wrench, copy canvas. It's going to copy the whole canvas right here. Okay. And then we are going to go to brushes, and I'm going to make a new brush. So I'm going to go up here in the top right-hand corner and hit the plus sign, create new brush. Okay. Now I'm going to go to shape, tap shape, and I'm going to change the shape. Right now, this brush is a round brush. We want the shape to be our stamp. So we're going to click edit. And if you're following me and your iPad is turned vertical, I would turn it this way because it looks different depending on, your screen looks different depending on how you're turning your iPad. Okay, so now I'm going to import. Remember, I already copied it. Now I'm just going to paste. And now we have our stamp, but it's not done. We have to tap with 2 fingers to turn it black. Thank you, Brittany. Now, from here, I have to click the check mark because I want to make sure I save it. And now we have our stamp, but you can see what it looks like right now. You can't read it, right? So we're going to go to the stroke path at the very top, and we're going to space it out because right now it's all jumbled together. So I'm going to space it out. And so when I tap now, I can just get one Christie. And it's so small. So now we need to go take care of that. So we're going to go down to the very, down to properties, and then go to maximum size. So now see how they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, but the opacity is, you can tell it's kind of fuzzy. It's like, it's not its full strength. So I'm going to go to Apple Pencil right above properties. And I'm going to turn the opacity down to 0. And then I should have it ready. So make sure you click the check marker. It will not save for you. And then let's see. Yep, I got it. And I can make it bigger and smaller and put it on the back of my card. Was that helpful? Do you feel like you can do it on your own? Let's do another one. Clear. Let me get rid of the text. I talked about doing, well, let me show you this one I made. I thought this one was really cute. Hang on one second, sorry. Well, I can't see a thing. I'll delete that one. Okay. Go back to signature stamps. And we'll do the little owl one. How about that? We'll do this one. Oops. Okay, so to do that one, we'll make a new layer, and we'll go to, what I did first is I write my name first, and then I decorate around it. And of course, you could change up the way you write your name, like, I just lost my brush. There we go. Like maybe I want to stretch it out. I'm running out of room. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and see if I can finish this off like that. Clean up all your lines. Make sure you like it because it's going to be something you use over and over again. Okay? And then say, I wanted a little doodle under here. And then I'm going to find that little owl. He is under, there it goes. That's kind of big. So say, I like that. And you see the grid on. Do you have an auto set or are you tapping it every time? Are you talking about the grid? When you work on this, I see the grid on. Yes. Do you have an auto set or are you tapping it every time? Tapping it meaning, do I turn it on every time? What do you mean by tapping it? So the grid I do have on to help me with my lines. And I think every time you go into a project, I think you have to determine, I think I already had the grid on when I was working on this. So that's why it was there. Does that make sense? Ask me in a different way. So maybe I can understand what you're asking. It's so hard to read text and get, yes, turn it on every time. Yeah. So yeah, every time you need it, you need to turn it on. Yes. So I'm going to take it off. But here's the good thing. It doesn't, it's there, but it's not going to print out or it's not going to show when you copy and paste. So, but yeah. And that I can turn that off right here just so you don't have to see it. And let's say we want to make this into a stamp. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go to wrench, add, copy canvas. I've copied this whole thing. Now you can't add color or anything to it. It's got to just be black. But once you stamp it, you can change the color. Now I'm going to go to brushes. I'm going to make a new brush, add, create new brush. Remember what we do next? I'm going to go to shape. I'm going to edit the shape. I don't want it to be round. I'm going to import what I copied and paste it. I have to do a double tap to turn it black. So grid on or grid off is on each design versus a setting for Procreate. Like Procreate does not turn the grid on for you. You have to tell it to come on, I believe, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so now, because when I start a new project, it doesn't pop on there. I have to tell it to. So now we're going to check it to make sure it saves. Remember how it's squished together? So I've got to work on the spacing. So I'm going to go up to the stroke path, and then I'm going to make the spacing, stretch it out. But it's really light. I can hardly see it, and it's really small. So I want to go down to properties and turn the maximum size up. So now it's going to be giant. And you can see a little bit better. And then go right above that to Apple Pencil and turn down the opacity like so. And let's see if it worked. Oops. There we go. We've got our stamp. Do y'all think I answered your question about the grid? Okay. Clear. Because whenever I start a new canvas, so let's just say I'm going to start a new canvas and it's 8.5 by 11. See, there's no grid. Because I don't, you may not need the grid. So if you want to turn the grid on, you just go to wrench, canvas, and drawing guide. And that's where that is. Yes, I'm catching on. We have to tell it more things versus presets in our settings, like another bigger software. Oh, okay. There is lots of hope, for sure. Fran, welcome to the tribe, by the way. So happy to have you. Okay, so what do I do with that stamp? What are some things I can do with it besides, just putting it on anything? Well, remember when we were working on making cards this week? Here is just an example of a card. And this is an 8.5 by 11 paper. And I want to, I'll put all that together. And I am going to turn this into two cards. So I'm going to make this go down in the corner until I see the yellow lines. There we go. And I'm going to copy that again and paste. So I'll have 2 cards on the page. Okay. Now, the back of the card is here. You can have it plain white if you're trying to save. I didn't want to do all colored ink on the back. So you could just do it white, or you could make it a color. If you want to make it a color, you just go to the background and fill that in. But if you just want to keep it white, there's that. So that's not white. Hold on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my canvas because I need to rotate it. So when I do my signature, I want to make sure that my signature, and I'm going to do the grid on here too, because it helps kind of line stuff up. So I'm going to find one of my signatures, and maybe that I would be cute with this. Let me just find which ones I saved. Signature stamps. There's the owl right there. So let's just say I want to use that one. I'm going to make it smaller, and it's going to go on the back of this card here, like that. And I'm going to go ahead and color this one. And I'm not going to do the other side yet because I want to duplicate the colored one. Does that make sense? I hope. So I'm going to drop color. And let's make his eyes blue to add some color up there. So there's that, pretty basic. Now, what do I want to do with Christy? Do I want to leave it black or do I want to change the color? What I can do is tap here and turn on clipping mask. Nope, that's not right. Add a layer and turn on clipping mask. And then I can color however I want to. Uh-oh, you got to get a regular brush. Sorry, I don't have I had the stamp on. Get your brush back. Okay. And so now if I just want to color, like make it different colors, like I could go into another color here. I can do like that. So that's kind of fun to just do something different. And while I have this up, I'm also going to do this. And look, it's putting some green at the bottom of my letters. Pretty fun. So now I've got it the way I want it. Whenever it prints out, it's going to print in color. And then I'm going to duplicate this one. I need to make sure I have both layers. Uh-oh. I just realized I did something. That's okay. I think we can make it work. So I'm going to group these two together and then duplicate them. And that is going to move this over to this side. It would have just moved this and not that if I wouldn't have put both on the same layer. So that's my bad. But there it is. And so now when you print it out, this is going to be the right way on the back, and then this will be the right way on the front. Does that make sense? I would print it out for you right now, but my printer, I just lost access to my printer. I'm getting a new one updated. And yeah, I can't print anything out right now. Made me sad. Made me so sad. What I thought I could do, though, is for those of you who are here today, what are the steps to print it out? So all you'll do is you'll go up to the wrench and you're going to hit share. And then you're going to decide how you want to save it, which I usually do JPEG. And then you're going to hit print. Now mine's hooked up to a wireless printer normally. And so I can just print it from here. I don't have to plug it in or do anything or send it anywhere else. And that's it. You just hit print. It prints right on out. And you'll get something like this. I don't do the insides. I never decorate the insides because I can never get it to line up right. So I just either doodle in there with marker or something. You're welcome. Okay. Ask me again other questions that y'all have. Because Patricia, was it you asked me how to get back to a brush that you were using? Is that what you said? Because I'm trying to remember. At the top, they did have, at one time, they had recent, right here, recent brushes. Is that what you're thinking? I'm so glad, Sherry, that you thought it was a great week. I really had fun too. I had a lot of fun. So if you want to go back to a recent brush you were using, that's where you'll. But if you want to make just a folder that with brushes that you like, that's what I did so I can find it easily. So if you want to do that, you can make, let's say, how do we do that? That's what you want. Okay. How did I do that? Create new brush, create new set. I'm just going to click create new set to see what happens. Hold on. Okay, that's what you do. So let me delete that and try again. Okay, so hit plus, create new set, and name it favorites or whatever you want to name it. Okay, and then you go and grab, like, let's say, let's say this background you use all the time and you really want it in there. So I'm going to duplicate the background, swipe to the left, hit duplicate. And then I'm going to take one of them and slide it up here and drop it into favorites. And I just hold it there until it turns blue. And then there we have it in there. The purpose on the clipping mask? Yes, sure. Made a mini file. Librarian made a favorite file. I love y'all's organizing ideas. It's really nice to watch each other. Now, another thing you can do now is you can change your icon. So if you tap customize icon right here, and I'm going to put a heart. So my favorites have a heart beside it. That makes sense. Love all this. I've been trying, but can't figure it out in the gallery. How do you make your title covers for your stacks? Oh, good question. Girl, is not. You're going to be like, oh, that's it. Okay, let me get back to that. Can you give a little more? Okay, clipping mask. So the clipping mask, it's something that, gosh, unless you're actually using it for a certain purpose, it's hard to explain. But hang on, let me get to the right one. Okay. So my clipping mask is just sitting on top of, see how I can move it away? It's just sitting there. It's not permanent. I can move it or whatever. Let me show you what it looks like without this clipping mask on. So I'm going to turn the clipping mask off. So it's a coloring above the area that you want to color, but it's not there permanently in case you wanted to do something different. I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody else can explain it better, let me know. But it's a feature that I love, and it took me a while to use it. To me, it's a little bit more advanced feature, But when I tap on clipping mask, it attaches to whatever lines are there. If that makes sense. Tell me if you ask me in a different way if you think if I'm not answering it right. Okay, so so my little cover things, all it is just me making something like, let's see, I need one for, I'm going to make one for Bible app. So I'm just going to do 8.5 by 11. And I ended up just doing it black and then adding Bible app to the top. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, oh, okay. It is helpful to have it for me, though. Okay, so let's say I want this to be my cover. So where's my, here's down here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on top of this one and let it open up. And then I'm going to put it right here in the front of it. And so now when I go back, I've got, where'd it go? Right here, Bible app, right there. And then you also want to tap here and then tell it what it is too. And I've already done that. So that's it. It means that when you color on top of something, it will only attach to the actual object and not everything else. Yeah, on the layer that you're on. It has to be the layer that's right below it. Okay, I hope that helped. I mean, it's like, it does feel more organized when I have them all done. You can see that I need to do a lot more of them. And it's easier to find stuff because when you have all this artwork, it's a little bit distracting. But when I'm working on something new, I usually have it up at the top, and it doesn't have a folder. And I think one thing that would be smart probably is to save your work and then make a cover for the folder, and then you'd know you saved that. Maybe, I don't know. UV clipping mask in Photoshop. Yeah. Can you alphabetize your stacks in Gallery? I do it manually. They do not do it. That's unfortunate. I wish it did. Good question. Doesn't seem hard until I actually try to use it. I think I need to get it set up properly, which is not yet. Thanks. I'll play around. Yes. Good. Good. Any other questions that y'all have? I don't have anything else as far as teaching you how to do your signature stamp and showing you how yeah, I have to put them in alphabetical order for sure. Can we save to an external hard drive? Yes, I have a video on that I just did, and I showed how I took my external hard drive, plugged it in here, and yes, you can do that. And if you'll watch that video, it is, let me see if I have a copy of it right here. What is it called? It's on my YouTube channel, and it is the video. I can look it up. Just one second. But yeah, I think it'd be very helpful to watch. I wonder if I put it in the Procreate Fund for Beginners. I meant to. Here's the update and how to back up your art. Okay, I'm going to put it in the comments. Good. So glad. Good, good, good. Okay, so there is the link for the Procreate update video. We just got an update, so that should help you with the update and with saving to the external hard drive. It really helped me to watch someone else do it, so I thought, let me make a video so y'all could see that. So, okay, my brush does not show on the canvas when I hover. That is a setting, and you go into, and it may depend on what brush you have or iPad you have, but let me show you where it is. So you're going to tap on the wrench, go to Preferences, and then see right now, let me find a stamp real quick. Okay, so right now, see how that's hovering? I'm going to go to, see how it's hovering? I'm going to go to Brush Cursor. I think that's it. And now it's not doing it. Brush Cursor. So let me know if that works for you. Because it's just a game changer for the stamps. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to stamp and make it bigger. And I am so happy because actually I didn't have mine turned on until this week. I didn't realize it was a setting. I kept thinking, why is it not working? But it is great to be able to see what you got, what size you got. Did you get it? I'll show one more time. Go to the wrench, go to preferences, and then brush cursor. How close do you have to hover? Half an inch. I do have the newest brush, if that makes a difference, but what other questions do you have? Oh, bummer. Maybe look, you could Google whatever pencil you have and does that work or not? Also, I have set on gesture control. I don't want to enable painting with my finger because I always touch the screen and it makes random marks. So I turn that off. And then the double tap, redo, and undo, I turn that off because it bugs me because I do it on accident all the time. Yeah. All right. If y'all don't have any more questions, we'll wrap up. But I hope you enjoyed this and it inspires you to keep playing. In the course, I would take it in order, go lesson by lesson, because I kind of build upon each lesson. So try not to skip around. And then, good, Patricia. I'm so glad you liked today's lesson. And then when you start going to the Divas and Doodles classes, I feel kind of like the same way. They kind of build upon each other because I was teaching to my tribe different lessons, and I would show them a lesson. Then the next week we might do that and something else. So it kind of builds. So if you can, try to go in order, but it's okay too if you can't. If you just want to pull one up and play with it. Yay. Good. Keep on trying. Yes. There's a lot you can do with an older iPad. So you might not get all the fancy bells and whistles, but you can still make a lot of art. All right. I'm excited for you. Have fun this weekend. And if you haven't already posted a repeating pattern in the Facebook group, the Digital Doodles Facebook group, do that so you can be entered into the drawing for Monday. I'll be drawing for the stitching stamp set, which is so fun. Let me show you that one. That's so cute. Somebody used it. I don't remember who it was though, on her sample today, her repeating patterns today. Okay, so stitching is here, and I've got like the embroidery hoop. Oops. The little embroidery hoop. And then there's all kind of cute there's a thimble, embroidery needle, and then different stitches. And here's one that's already stitched out. Makes it easy. Like that. Lots of fun things you can do. And here's just a running stitch that you can go around. Like that. I need one more right there. Turn this one right. I may have to do this one on a different layer. Just to fill that in right there. There we go. Isn't that fun? So cute. Need to find your machine embroidery hoop. Stitching on embroidery hoops. Oh, yeah. Good. So this is a fun one to play. I need to get this one back out and play with it again because it's been a while since I have, and I forget how much fun it is. So that's the one we're giving away on Monday. I'm going to finish this off real quick. Oops, I'm not on the right layer. Always make sure you're on the right layer. And there we go. All right. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. And hopefully I'll see you Monday at Devos and Doodles at noon. If you don't normally join, put that on your calendar. We'd love to have you. Even though it's Columbus Day, we're going to meet. We'd love to play with that one. If we don't win, how do we purchase it? I can get you the link for that real quick. All of my stamps are in Etsy. I'll give you, right now, I'll give you the link to just the whole page of stamp sets. You can see all of them. Listings. And if y'all are interested in knowing more about a possible stamp club where I do a monthly class and you get a monthly set of stamps, if you're interested in that, I've got a link for that too. So if you haven't signed up for that, let me know. Hold on. This was not going to be the right. Okay. A lot of you have already signed up for it. And I'm like, yay, good. I'm so glad. Paste. You can find me. There it is. There's the Etsy shop. I don't have any specific discounts like right now. Oh, yeah. We'd love to have you, Vicki. Okay. Anybody else want me to put that link in there? That's a good question, Patricia. I would definitely Google and see. Definitely Google and see. Okay, and I'm going to put this last link down before we go in case you might be interested. I'm not 100% doing it. I'm just seeing who's interested to see if there's an audience for me to do it. And basically it would be where I design digital stamps, and each month you'll get a new set. I'll do a class on how to use them, kind of like what I did this week, and teach you a lot of different ways you can use them. So, all right, I'm going to put that link in here too. You're welcome. My pleasure, Michelle. So glad that all of you were able to come, and you're going to enjoy the course. And thank you, tribe members, too, for being here and being supportive. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Happy weekend.